Today on the Legal Talk, we are chatting to Thabiso Tsikuru from Hahn Attorneys, and we'll be talking about divorce mediation. That's our topic for this week. Just so, by the way, looking at the poll on the Hahn LinkedIn page, this week's results just came in, and it looks like the results are speaking for themselves. The question was, are you aware of the benefits of divorce mediation? 58% said yes, and 42% said no. So the majority said yes, they are aware of the benefits of divorce mediation. Thabiso, welcome. Can you explain to us what is divorce mediation?
Well, thank you, Ian. We appreciate the opportunity to share with your listeners. Divorce mediation is a settlement process entered into voluntarily by a married couple who actually wants to get divorced. It provides couples with the option of planning their future in a rational, respectful, and amicable way. The primary objective of divorce mediation is to reach a custom-made agreement that is suitable to the parties' dynamics, especially taking into account their finances and various other factors. This objective is reached with the assistance of an experienced divorce lawyer who in essence will guide and advise both parties throughout the mediation process.
And what would you say are the benefits of this divorce mediation?
Well, there are many benefits to divorce mediation. And let me start by saying that many married couples choose divorce mediation instead of entering into the typical traditional process of divorce litigation because they find it to be more beneficial for themselves and their families. And the most common reasons couples choose divorce mediation instead of litigation is that divorce mediation is actually affordable. And if you go through the process of divorce litigation, it is very expensive and can cost hundreds of thousands in some instances. Secondly, it also takes time to get divorced. For example, if you consider an opposition lawyer for your wife or your husband could drag things in circles. But if you go through the divorce mediation process, there is much more a consensus that can be reached very easily. And number three, the parties have more control over the divorce process. Number four, it also allows parties to communicate more effectively instead of having to do it through the divorce lawyers who can often lead to misrepresentation and miscommunications. And I guess also lawyers have a financial interest, and that could play a part in prolonging divorce litigation. And it also promotes the spirit of cooperation between the parties that are getting divorced. Doesn't necessarily have to be acrimonious. And therefore, divorce mediation makes sure that there is some sort of cooperation. And that is beneficial also when there are children involved. And lastly, it allows for better decision making, and it is emotionally protective of the parties as well as the children.
Okay, and who can I approach to assist with mediation?
Well, if you are interested in mediation, you could approach law firms. There are law firms that offer mediation services. Alternatively, one can approach the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development, which offers mediation services. And if we can circle back to the definition of mediation, mediation is a process by which a mediator assists the parties in actual or potential litigation to resolve disputes between the parties by facilitating discussions between them, assisting them in identifying issues, clarifying priorities, exploring areas of compromise, and generating options in an attempt to resolve the dispute. So in simple answer, it's either approach law firms that offer mediation services or the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development.
And then lastly, just out of curiosity, how much does a mediated divorce actually cost in South Africa?
The cost of divorce mediation is generally between 10,000 and 25,000. It is considerably lower compared to traditional divorce litigation. The time and fees, of course, vary considerably from one divorcing couple to another and one divorce mediation attorney to another. This is based on an hourly rate that is charged by attorneys, as well as the willingness of the couples to reach an amicable divorce settlement.
And that's a nice summary of divorce mediation there by Hahn and Hahn's Thabiso Tsikuru. Thank you so much for your time, and we appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Ian, for the opportunity.
Are you or your business in trouble and struggling to find a solution? Call Hahn and Hahn Attorneys as we assist clients in finding solutions. We specialize in consumer and food law, commercial and construction law, forensic investigations, and administrative law. Visit hahnlaw.co.za. That's HAHN. We assist clients nationwide. Hahn and Hahn Attorneys, because we care. Don't miss Legal Talk with Hahn and Hahn Attorneys, Wednesday mornings at 10 on eRadio.